Greetings everyone, welcome back to Cinema Prescriptions, where we dive deep into a film and prescribe you all that you need to enjoy the film. I am your host, Mr. Dr. Rice, and today we will be going over Civil War. Alright, so the synopsis for this film is a team of journalists who travel across the United States during a rapidly escalating Second American Civil War, which has engulfed the nation. And that's pretty much the synopsis that I found. Also to add, their main goal is to interview the president, who is camped out in the White House during the Civil War. So I feel like this is a very strong plot. You know, putting the main character as a journalist, actually a war journalist. So you get right into the action. Like, you're on the front lines and you can see everything that's happening, all the action through their eyes. So I feel like that was a good synopsis. All right. So the director of this film is Alex Garland. He's known for directing Ex Machina, Annihilation, and Men. Mr. Garland has become one of my favorite directors. I actually feel like he does a great job with everything that he does. His films are very well thought out and brutal, and they always have some interesting images in them. My favorite film of his is Annihilation, so check that one out. The budget for this film is $50 million. That's a low budget, but you know, this director does a great job with low budgets. You never feel like anything feels cheap. All the animation is great. You have like great set pieces in the film. Like, this stuff legit looks like it can be in Saving Private Ryan or something like that. I definitely feel like this movie did a great job with the production design. You know, like having how the America would look if there was a second Civil War. That's a question I always ask myself. Like, it's crazy that we've never really fought a big battle on our home front, and I wonder what that would look like in America. So that's a good budget for this film. A good comparison film for this one would be, now y'all gonna think I'm crazy for this, but I feel like it's kind of like Zombieland. You know, like, they both take place in a dystopian or post-apocalyptic world, and you know, they're both road trip films, so they're going across the nation to attain a goal. But I wouldn't say it matches the tone, because this film is very serious compared to Zombieland. But they both are road trip films in a dystopian or a post-apocalyptic time. So what could make this film easy to love? The atmosphere of the film is great. The film does a great job of world building. You get to see the range of people involved in the Civil War. You get to see the government side. You get to see how the Civil War is taking a toll on the United States. Every area they went through is different. It's also, and it shows the range of people involved in the Civil War. So this is a very brutal world, and it shows that the world can be both brutal and beautiful at the same time with the scenes that they choose and the way that it's portrayed throughout the film. The direction of the film is great. I love the director's choices in the film, such as, you know, like insert shots of photos when there's something brutal going on, just to show the photographer's side of things. And I also like how you can track how close the action is. Like, you can see like when you can see like in the background you'll see like an explosion or something going on, and you can see the characters are going towards that action. And I feel like that's very important to tell a story. I also like how they have a timer on the film, how long until the journalists reach their goal. So you get to see like how far they are from their destination. And I felt like that was a very, very good choice direction-wise, because, you know, it builds like suspense and drama. It's a nice dramatic effect to have a timer, because in the back of your head when you see a timer, you're like, oh no, something's going to happen once this timer goes off. And I feel that every scene was dramatically charged. So I feel like this film was masterfully directed. You know, this film kind of parallels like what's going on in our political climate right now. You know, you get the Democrats versus the Republicans. Kind of like in the movie, there's a civil war, so you got two parties fighting against each other. Also, the character moments in this film are great. I love how close and intimate the moments are because they're traveling in a press vehicle. So this gives a lot of chances for the characters to get close to each other. I feel that Kristen Dunst does a great job in her role also. I could just see how her character, Lee, and Jesse, I see how their relationship develops from unwilling mentor to a protective parent by the end of the film. So I feel like it has some pretty good character work in the film. What can make it hard to love? If you're looking for a film that has themes of hope for humanity, this is the film to watch because its sole focus is on the brutality of war and the importance of getting the story out. So this is a very brutal movie. You see the worst. You will probably see the worst of humankind in this film and the actions that we do and like what war turns us into. Also, I thought that the ending was kind of abrupt. I can see how a person could enjoy the ending, but I felt like it left a lot of questions about the future of our characters unanswered, and we spent so much time with them throughout the film. So Mr. Dr. Rice's prescription for this one is, if you want to enjoy the film, enjoy the atmosphere of the film. The direction of the film is great. The character moments are awesome. But what could make it hard to love is if you're looking for themes of hope and May, there's not a lot of hope in this film. There's not a lot of hope in this film, and the ending was kind of abrupt. So that's my prescription I write for you. See you next time.